or I will put a picture here. When we moved into this house, it needed a lot of work. It smelled like smoke. The floors were pretty beat up. So we already refinished the floors and we did retile the mantle and we put up a new mantle. That being said, Noah has given me permission to do whatever I want to this room, and I cannot wait to show you that. Obviously, we have our kitchen, you go into our dining room, and then you go into our living room. So this is a little bit of a step down. This is the room that I'm going to be transforming. Like I said, we already did a few things. In the past, we painted the trim. Noah made a new mantle. We tiled the mantle, and we refinished the floors in here. And we also put this little dry bar in, which is awesome. It's been great so far, but if I'm being honest, we never use this space ever. So I would love to make this a space that I'm actually going to use. And my goal is to turn this into an office. I work from home pretty much every single day. So it'd be so awesome to have a space that I can actually utilize. So let me tell you how I'm going to do that. So let's talk about the plan. We're going to be doing a faux fireplace that goes all the way to the ceiling. From there, we are going to be doing some truss beams that are going to be going across to the ceiling, and then a chandelier that hangs from that. Obviously, we got to put a desk in the office, so I plan to have a desk here. I'm going to do a little bit of a refresh on this dry bar, and then over here, we are going to switch out all the trim to a more modern trim. And then right here, you'll see this is a pretty big wall. I am going to make this a bookshelf. So at the bottom, I'm going to have some cabinets so I can have a printer underneath there. And then all the way to the ceiling, it's going to be a bookshelf, and I'm going to have an old library ladder that comes off of that. And then obviously we're going to get some new furniture in here. I plan to have a more modern couch here, a new rug, coffee table. So for this dry bar, Noah actually built this cabinet last year, and we put this in because we had this awkward corner. Don't judge me, my house is a mess. But we have our dining room here, and then this is the living room, so this is where the fireplace is. Like I said, it was just this awkward corner, so that's why we put in the dry bar. And I love it. I just feel like it kind of needed something though. So I actually plan to paint the cabinet. I just stained the top, and then like I said, we're going to do the tile and the floating shelves and possibly a rack to hold our wine glasses. So backsplash wise, I'm going to do this white backsplash. I use this in the flip and I love it because it has this movement. Okay, so we got the bar top installed and we are going to tile. So we went ahead and we taped off. You can see we left a little bit of a gap just because tile is going to be here. And we don't want this blue tape stuck underneath the tile. We've made that mistake before. So we decided that we want the tile to go from the wall all the way over. We were kind of torn if we wanted it to be from here, but we thought that would look kind of weird to have this not all tiled. So this whole wall will be tiled up to here. So that's what we're going to be doing. We went ahead and we measured to see exactly what that's going to look like. So you can see I have it laid out. That's how many tiles would be in that section. And so we are gonna go ahead and start. And what I decided on as far as the pattern is going to be the subway tiles. They're gonna be vertical and they're gonna be stacked. I did the cuts that I needed to do. I just needed to take a little off this one, and then this was just kind of awkward because you can see this is like a little lip right here, and then obviously needed to cut around that. So all these cuts are done, and then I attached my Schluter. This is just so the tile has something to butt up to because it's going to be ending right there. So just attach that, and then I just have the 2 rows that I need to do up, and I'll be done. Okay, so got a little Dexter kill scene set up and ready to paint. I'm gonna be using my Wagner spray painter. This is awesome. They have a QR code that you can just scan, and it gives you directions on how to use it, because this is gonna be my first time using it. So that was super helpful, and I'm gonna start. Wednesday, guys. Yesterday was a pretty good day. I also was able to finish painting the library shelves and the dry bar, only to decide that I hate it. I knew I didn't like it with the first coat, and I just kept going, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I really, really hate it. And I am going to be the one that has to sit in that library office area for every single day here on out. I need to love it. So I'm gonna repaint all that, so that'll be a lot of fun. I don't know, the color that it is now just gives me Brady Bunch vibes, and I don't care what you say, I'm gonna repaint it either way because I don't like it. So this morning I went and got new paint. I think I like it. Hopefully I do, because we're not gonna do this a third time around. So I always wanna be clear if I feel like I mess up on something. So not only do I feel like I messed up on the paint color for this project, but I also felt like the spray painting was not great. Let me show you what I mean by that. So it's kind of hard to see. Actually, no, you can really see it. See how this is kind of like speckled? To me, it kind of looks like an orange peel. That's because I didn't have the pressure up high enough, and also my paint wasn't thin enough. So what I'm doing now, since I'm going to repaint these anyways, is I'm going back with 220 grit sandpaper, just lightly sanding it to get rid of that orange peel texture. And then I'm gonna spray over it with the new color. You're gonna have to wait until this weekend to see the final reveal and color choice that I went with. But what I can tell you is this finish is freaking smooth. All right, Reese is asleep, so we're gonna start. Good thing we have a baby that sleeps when power tools are in use. So the goal for today is to paint, now that we have the scaffolding up, we need to paint up here, the remainder of here, over here, and then the wall behind me. And then drywall and 2x4s are getting delivered. So then from there, we are going to frame and then hang drywall all the way up and then mud it. knocked out a ton this weekend. So Noah started to frame the fireplace and put the drywall up. We still have some drywall we have to put on the sides and then down here at the bottom. And then we're going to tape and mud tonight. And then over the next couple days, get that finished. So then I can start doing the faux cement on that before we return our scaffolding. Grouting was the worst part of this project, but no. Sanding was the worst part of this project. I can now start on the faux cement finish, which I'm actually working with a sponsor that I've been wanting to work with forever, DIY Concrete. They sent me a kit, which literally has everything, every little thing. So I'm gonna share with you everything that came in the kit and then exactly step by step how I'm gonna do this project. I'm not kidding you when I say they literally send you every little thing that you're gonna need other than a drill for this DIY concrete kit, all the way down to utility knife to be able to cut open the concrete bags. I mean, they send you a mixer, they send you a bucket to mix it all in, they send you a roller, they send you gloves, they send you eye protection, every little thing. It's amazing. Like I said, the only thing I need to provide is a drill. So the first step in this whole process is going to be painting this crack prevention membrane on the fireplace itself. So it's pink and then it's gonna dry red. And I'm gonna do that twice. And that is going to make sure that over time, my concrete does not crack. Noah just got home from work. I got my headphones ready. So through this. As I said last night, the first step is going to be painting this elasto shield onto the fireplace itself. And that's just gonna prevent the concrete from cracking. Before I do that though, I'm gonna tape everything off and also put down some floor protection because I know I should, even though I never do that. And I'm just going to be applying this with the roller. Like I said, they supplied all this. Okay, so we got this mixed up and you can see it's a little runny. It's supposed to be like a pancake batter consistency. So now we are gonna go ahead and apply that to the fireplace. Okay, first coat is done. As we're waiting for it to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tape just because I don't want any of that to harden on the tape, making it difficult to get off, but looking good. You can see it's a little rough, but that's okay because we still are gonna do another coat and we can always sand it down. Some last minute things on the room before the big reveal tomorrow. I sprayed the grill of this fireplace with some high heat spray paint just because it got pretty beat up when we were cementing the fireplace. It was a little chipped in some areas and just needed to be refreshed. So now it's a nice matte black.